Well, good afternoon, everybody. How are we all today? And welcome to another video. I thought I would just come out and get out walking. See, it's a beautiful day here. So I'm standing at the top of Old Manfua Road. That's what we used to call the Bray. If you've seen my other video, my latest video, 2 seconds guys, sorry. If you've seen my previous video, I'm going to do the walk backwards. So not not going backwards, but you know what I mean. I'm going to attempt to walk up Mossfield, the back of Allness, and down by the golf course, because last time we went up the golf course and up that way. So we're going to do that back to front today. I've got some time, so thank you for joining me again. I think it's been a couple of weeks, I think, since my last video, 2 years, and so we're in the first week of the Easter holidays. How's your Easter holidays going, if you all have kids? The weather hasn't been too bad, to be honest with you, so it's alright. Managed to get out. Didn't go out yesterday because it was kind of drizzly rain yesterday. Day before, me and my girl went out for a walk. We went out for lunch, and then we went to go and get ice cream, and then we went to visit a couple of swing parks, and we went home. So it was a good wee while out. Get out of the house, get her off her tablet for a wee while, and in the fresh air. She had support today for 3 hours, so that was good. So that got her out of the house again. And she's got support again on Sunday. She goes to a place in Dingwall called the Autism and Neurodiverse Centre. It's quite a fairly new building, a new concept, so they do loads of things there. So I managed to get funding for self-directed support, funding throughout the holidays for her to go there. So she's there from 9:30 to 3:30, so that's good. So me and hubby can spend the day together. Well, she plays with other kids, and they have sensory room, they have soft play, they go out for walks to parks and things, and they've got a wee games room thing, so it's nice. She's been going there. This will be her second year going there, and she likes it. She loves it. It's nice to get out and meet new people, and behave in a different way, because obviously kids behave differently for other people, especially in school. They behave differently in school than what they would do at home, and they do things differently as well. They do things at school that they would never do at home, like skills, so it hasn't been too bad. So this is still Old Manfua Road. Ooh, I can smell fish. It's stinky. It's a good job we don't have smell-o-vision. It's stinky. Sometimes you get lorries full of fish meal. Well, when I used to stay in the farmhouse there. Used to get people in the quarry with fish meal. Oh, it was stinking. It really was stinky. But yeah, it's been a beautiful day, but this wind is cold. There's a very cold wind happening. But at least it's dry. It's a good drying day to get clothes out in the line. My girl doesn't like line dried clothes or air dry clothes or towels, so I've got to mainly use a tumble dryer all year round. Unfortunately, she hates the texture of them, and she hates like hard material like denim or anything too furry. She just hates anything too furry. So yeah. I'm gonna pause you for a minute, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, I'll carry on walking. I'm hoping the weather is not going to break while we're on this walk, because I've just got my fleece on. Let's turn you around for a minute. So I've got my purple fleece on, and I managed to get my hair cut today, which I'm loving. It was badly needed, my haircut. But yeah, so you don't want to see my fat face all the time. Nice to hear all the lawnmowers and strimmers going now. Love to smell the freshly mown grass. Absolutely love it. Oh. So what's been happening? So there was anything happening. Last weekend was Easter Sunday, and we had a interesting sunrise service down at the Alness Point with the Alness Baptist Church. So we do that every single year. But we managed to get, after all the snow of the night before, we actually done a dry service. It was dry, but man was it windy. It was windy, and it was nice. And then we went back to one of our congregation. We go back to theirs for bacon rolls and a cup of tea or coffee after the service, and we've been doing that for years. And as soon as we went into the house, it started raining, so that was a sign. If you believe in that, I mean I do. He gave us a good dry day. It was a lovely service. We had a good Easter Sunday service at our own church. Even the Good Friday service at our own church, we had a good turnout at that. It was nice for other churches to come and other ministers to come and speak and pray. It was nice. It was a really good turnout, as it always is. Let me cross this road. So we're still on Omafu Road, this bit is. I'm trying to cross over here. Well, and this is where the school is, primary school is. It's got all these new houses. The sun is warm on my back, but I've got the wind to my face and it's cold. It's chilly. Me and hubby were discussing last night about getting another doggy. We're considering it, maybe going for a look before we go on holiday in July. Thinking of maybe getting a rescue, but we'll wait and see if any other puppies come up. So it'll need to be a pup. I'm not going to get a 2 or 3 year old doggy. So it'll need to be a pup. So, because I really miss my pup. I really miss her, and this is probably why I've got quite a lot of health issues, because I'm not getting out to do my long walks with her. I don't have the excuse to get out, but at the moment I'm trying to get out every day. Like, if it's a nice night, we've got the bright nights now, so I'm going to go out after my dinner and get in an hour's walk or something, because I feel it throughout the holidays, obviously. So I say I can't get out, it's a wee bit melodramatic, that, but my girl, she's hard to motivate to get her out, unless she's got a purpose to go out. If I say, look, we're going to go out for lunch, or we're going to go and get ice cream from an ice cream shop, whatever, she's not interested. If I say, we'll go out for a walk, no, that doesn't motivate her whatsoever. So she is hard. So sometimes I don't get out during the holidays. Very hard to motivate and get her out unless she's got support. And I feel for all the people that have a child with disability, some sort. The holidays are brutal. Can be very, very hard. Can be very lonely. Can be very draining on your body and your mind. So yeah, it's not as if we can send our kids out, right? Okay, go out and play with your friends, come back for lunch, we can't do that, so or even ship them off to grannies. Again, we can't do that, because some of our kids need quite specialist care, and yeah, it can be quite hard going. Yeah. Right, we're gonna cross this road now. Oh, there's another car coming. Because it would be a busy road now. Because of all the cars, all the houses. It's really busy, and they've started on this other phase of the houses. And I think this is the phase that their family name is on one of the streets, or I think it's a court. I think it's going to be called Spence Court. Yeah. Not very sure though. So it's a pity Mum wasn't here to see it built, and Mum's first anniversary was yesterday. A year, can't believe it's a year since she pass. I really can't. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys. Okay, guys. Oh, right, so we're on the road now up to Mossfield. Oh, there's another car coming. See, he never waved, he never said thank you. I hope you watch this video. Oh, there's another thing that I was going to say. Well, there was an observation over the past couple of weeks, and I was meant to say it onto my other video, my last one. I see lots of people walking their dogs and they're glued to their phones. Now, you can do whatever you want when you're walking your dog, whatever, but you're taking the dog for a walk, not your phone. You know, and having lost a dog, I know, you know, how important it was to have her about. You know, so if you're out walking your dog, put your phone in your pocket and enjoy your time with your dog. Watch out for the other dog walkers or whatever, or other doggies. You know, be very thankful of having a companion to, you know, by your side. You know, that's why I miss walking with her. You know, having it. I mean, I'd blether away for to her. You know, I would tell her what we're doing today and whatever. Or, I mean, I could. I was treating her like a bairn, you know, and she was my baby. She was, you know, but we didn't have, well, before my girl came, that's all we had was pets, you know, so they were my babies, they were my kids. So, well, we've had a budgie, a rabbit, and the dog, and the cat. So I've still got the cat. He'll be 14 this year. But the vet says he's in good condition for his age, so that's good. So yes, it's so many people on their phones. I mean, going like down the high street or down to Morrison's or whatever, you see all the kids in the morning or coming home from school, they're just plastered to the phones. They're not watching where they're going. You know, there's more important things than social media. I mean, social media is rotting our brains. I mean, I'm very guilty of it. You know, sitting and have a quick scroll through on my phone for 5 minutes, and before you know it's half an hour. You've been watching rubbish. It's just melting your brain. So this is why I like to get out and about, so I'm not sitting and on my phone. I've been watching something on Amazon Prime at night rather than sitting scrolling my phone, you know. So I'm watching at the moment The Chosen. It's all about the story of Jesus. It's 40 days, his journey for 40 days, you know, up to the crucifixion. And you know, being a Christian, it makes you understand a lot more about the, you know, the way he was treated, or, you know, or the journey he took. And and again, not forcing anything on you, not preaching to you. I'm not that type of person. So if you don't want to hear it, fast forward it. I'm not trying to offend anybody. If you've got your own beliefs, you believe in what you believe, I believe in what I believe. You know what I mean? I hate this thing about them and us, or, you know, my God is better than your God, and no, you know, you do what you do, and I do what I do, and leave it at that. You know, but I'm not going to get into anything, any politics or anything like that, or any religious preaching or anything like that. No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm not getting involved with that side of anything. So I'm just telling you what I'm watching. I'm not putting anything on you. Anyway, look at this weather. How beautiful. Oh, there's another car coming, so I better move it the road. Let you look at that while I'm waiting for the car to pass. What are you doing? Oh, another one. There's another car coming. Busy road these days. Busy road. Look at that view. That's a free church down there. But aye, absolutely gorgeous. I might need to put my hat back on, my wee cap. I took it off because it was kind of cloudy and I thought, oh, I won't need it. But once I get round this corner and start walking along this way, I'll need it for the sun. And I think I'll need to take my jacket off as well, even though the wind is cold, but the wind's going to be at my back shortly. So yes, that's what I'm watching. I'm trying to do a lot more crafting as well. So like during the day, I've been trying to do my stretchy bracelets, because there's an indoor car boot sale thing happening in the Kensal Hall at the end of May. So I've been making things for that. A tabletop sale, and we done it last year, and I think it was early last year because Mum was with me. She stayed with me the whole day. That was on the Saturday. Mother's Day was on the Sunday, and on that Sunday night she was no well, and then the following Thursday she went into hospital and lasted 6 days. So because Easter was later last year, so we had lost her before Easter. It was during actually Easter holidays. So hi, miss her every day, everywhere I look. I mean, those who know my mum knows how big an impact she had on all this. And she was everywhere, and everywhere I look, the Heritage Centre, Horticultural Society, the shows, even going down the high street, she was always a face you seen, no matter if you knew her or not. You know, if you knew her personally, she was always a face that you seen. Always. I mean, she was on the high street maybe 2 or 3 times a day. That's when, I think when Dad was at home, you know, that was her way of coping, because Dad was getting forgetful, you know, and he'd watch the same shows over and over again. So I think that was her way of coping, is trying to get out for the house for a wee while. And she was doing bits and pieces, but she was, you know, she was never in. She was either in the Heritage Centre, she was either going shopping, gardening, going to bingo. You know, you know, she was, she'd done everything, and that's why it's a big miss of her in the town. Massive miss, because everybody knew her, and her tablet was legendary. If you knew Mum and her tablet, and they've even, I think I mentioned this last time, I can't remember. I don't remember what I talked about in my last video, guys, So if I repeat it, sorry. That they've made up a Sheila Spence Memorial Cup for the best tablet in the horticultural show. I think it's just for spring show, I think. And so that's a great memorial to her. You know, a great honour to have that cap. Oh gosh. Anyway, so we're coming to the end of this road. So this is Mossfield, so I think we're going to go right, turning right goes into Achna Garden, and this left goes up to Mossfield. Up to, I think it's still Mossfield, I think, in a plane. So that's the way down to Achna Garden, and down to the Free Church, and down to the A9. So we're going this way. So yeah, it's a great loss, but hey ho, life goes on. Her legacy lives on. Heritage Centre, there's a few trying to get my words out here, guys. A few goings on. Can't think of the word. I'm hopeless with words. Of developments, that would go. There we go. Managed to get the word out. Developments for the Heritage Centre. We have a skip, and we're clearing out some of the things that we don't need, and getting ready for the work to start, hopefully beginning of May, hopefully. So we're looking for volunteers to help clean out sheds and things, get rid of, like, there's old paint cans and just generally rubbish that needs to be shifted. We need to shift all the stuff out of all the rooms so the roof work can get done. We're going to clear the Waller's room, which is the second phase of the work, but we're going to have a storage container. So I think we've got one secured, I think, to put all our furniture and stuff in that we need to keep while the renovation work goes on. So that's it. It's just, so there is a wee bit more development. So hopefully by the end of the year, we should be in a position to move forward. To planning what we're going to do with the building. There's a few things that need sorted out first. So that's the news on the Heritage Centre. So there's happenings going on behind the scenes. I know there've been very little progress, but we're heading in the right direction. Nice to hear all the birdies singing away. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys, because I'm going to have to put my hat on and take my jacket off. That's better. See? That's better. Here we go. So hopefully my next video will be going at the top the way I showed you last time. There's a big tractor coming. Tractor coming. Don't even say thank you for me letting him pass now, man. See, this is, again, I mentioned this last time, just inconsiderate drivers. You know, quick wave to say thanks. That's all it needed. A wee bit of courtesy, you know, but courtesy is going out the window. Manners have gone out the window. Some people, you know, discipline's going out the window. Respect is going out the window. This world's just falling apart. It's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, there's so much hate everywhere. Everyone's fighting for position, for, you know, fighting about disagreements of land and things, and, you know, the war in the Middle East, I don't really understand it, to be frankly honest with you. I'm not going to comment on it because I don't understand the reasons why they're fighting. I really don't. But yeah, it's everywhere you hear, and it's just everyone's fighting with everybody. You know, can we not just live in peace, live in harmony with each other? I mean, everybody's got differences. Every single person on this earth has differences. Different way of living, worshipping, talking, thinking, abilities, disabilities, talents. You know, every single person is different. If we were all the same, our life would be boring. You know, so we all have to have all these differences. So this, I'm changing the subject for a minute, guys. So this road here, next time, hopefully, we'll either come up this way. Oh, there's another van coming. 2 seconds and I'll show you it. So either we'll come up this way, the way I've came, and up this road and a wee junction there that takes you right up the top to where the farm is, and right along the back, right along this bit. Or we'll come in from the other side, up Nonakeel Farm, which I showed you last time, and come down. We'll end up coming down this way. So that's my aim. Again, weather permitting, health permitting. Yeah. Health hasn't been too bad since the last time I talked to you, but I have been struggling with bloating still. Doctor thinks I've got, like, my bowels aren't working right, and I'm holding on to a lot of excess. That's a polite word of doing it. So she gave me some laxative, but that's horrible to take. They don't work very fast, so I'm not taking them at the moment. I'm just trying to up my intake of fibre a wee bit more. and my side with the gallbladder is sometimes it's quite painful. Yesterday I didn't really feel great yesterday, but I don't know, couldn't pinpoint what was wrong yesterday. I just didn't feel great. I just didn't feel right at all. So that's why we didn't go anywhere, but it wasn't the weather to go anywhere. So, and this is the wall that we were talking about, that the guy was building last time. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys. So this is the wall that we seen was getting built last time, maybe a fortnight ago, and it's nearly finished, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And he must have done it all himself. It's all dry stone, so there's not any cement anywhere, and it's all been carefully done. And he's done a really, really good job of it. Really, really good job. Oh man, oh. Some drivers make me so angry, really do. This is a busy road, and I didn't even know that car was behind me. It should have let me know that they were behind me. Wee doggy barking away there. I'd love to stay up here. It'd be kind of quiet. Oh gosh, a couple blasts of that wind. Unfortunately, the wind is not behind me. There's another car coming. Land Rover. So I'll just walk on the verge here for a wee while because there's a dip. Yeah, that wind is not behind me. It's actually coming from the side. I thought it was coming up my back, my front when it was coming up, but I might need to put my jacket back on because it's quite cold. It's chilly, chilly. And the sun is going behind the clouds, so it's got even colder. Yeah. I've seen all the daffies at the side of the road. Lovely colour of yellow and orange. There's orange ones there, white and orange ones there, pale yellow and bright orange ones. So you don't often see them, it's usually this ones. You see? Like all the mini ones, mini daffies as well. You know, they're quite nice. Too. Oh. So it's nice to see, even though we went up this way last time, it's nice to get another perspective on the same road, you know, going the other way, because I've often said that weather and light make something look different. You know, I'm not describing that very well, but you know, if it's a dark day, whatever, it'll look totally different than what would be the bright day. You know, and it's quite interesting that the way that happens. You know. It's a wee house or a wee building in that trees. Look, I think that's a wee outbuilding for that house. You can see some of the tops of the rigs there. So that's how far up we are. And we'll even be further up. Hopefully next time when we do this. Oh, there's another car coming at some speed. There's lovely gorse, look. Lovely yellow. And you usually see hundreds of bees on it. It's nice to see, even though it's a weed that's, you know, I love how it comes out during spring and summer. I've actually seen it out as early as January. But you can notice it far and wide, you know. It's lovely. There's broom. So as kids during Halloween we used to get this broom and make broomsticks out of it, like for Halloween, as if we were a witch. Man alive, lots of cars today. Lots of cars today. But it's a beautiful day up here. Absolutely gorgeous. And it doesn't really take long to walk this road. You know, maybe if you're at a good pace, you know, 40 minutes. You know. I don't know what the weather is like for tomorrow. I'm hoping to do a park run tomorrow, because I'm doing the Race for Life again at the end of May in Inverness in memory of Mum. So I'm going to try and do that every year, you know. It's just not just, you know, in memory of her, you know, it's in memory of everybody that's fought cancer, who's beaten cancer, who's going through cancer, like friends or whatever. You know, they need all the research they can get, well, money for research as they can get, you know, because you never know, one day somebody might come up with a cure for cancer, you know, just one day. And without the money to do research, they're not going to come up with that. So I think I've shared my Just Giving page on Facebook into my page, so please help me reach my target. I need to raise at least £50 to take part, but raise as much as I can, you know. Hopefully I'm going to be fit and well for it, you know, that this gallbladder doesn't do anything nasty, or I'm not in, I haven't been sent for surgery or whatever, but that's just the not hoping for, but you know, it could happen. But this is why I want to get out walking as much as I can. I am planning on running a wee bit more this time, because I ran up to 3k and then I ran 2k. I'm hoping to run the majority of it this time. That I need practice in. Obviously I can't run and talk to you guys. Well, I did it on my first park run. You came along with me, it seems that long ago. Must be 3 years since I've done that. I did a couple, I think I done a 4 or 5, I think, after that. But weather and my knee, I was having problems with my knee, so I couldn't run. Couldn't really walk either. I was holding about on a stick for a wee while, and then my back went. I had sciatica, and then my 4 dry discs in my spine, so they're played up a bit. So it's just, everything's got thrown at me over this past year, you know. And this was going to be my year. This is going to be like, I think I said to this on my last video, that this 2026 was going to be my year of losing the weight and getting fitter, and you know, but it didn't go that well. It didn't turn out that well, you know, as well as what I had hoped, you know, with different things going on. But however, I'm walking about, I'm still able to do the videos. Don't know what I would do if I couldn't do them. Even though I can't see you guys, I still, you know, I believe that I am talking to you. You know, it sounds strange. It sounds, you know, not crazy, but obviously I'm talking to you, but I'm not talking to you directly, but I feel I am. I think that's the only way I can describe it. Yeah, lots of cars today. So without having to talk to you guys, you know, I would miss that quite a lot. I would really miss that. Telling you all my woes and, you know, rants to get it off my chest and things. So yeah, like a good rant, as you guys well know. So I'm now waiting for an operation for my nose. I can't breathe in my right side of my nose, and it's annoying the life of me, just because I can't. I need to breathe through my mouth, because I obviously can't breathe properly. Can't get enough air into my nose to keep my mouth shut, so I get very dry. My mouth and throat gets very dry, so I take on a lot of water. But it annoys me at night, and if I've got a cold, it just, it's mental. It takes ages to clear because I'm only breathing out one side, and I need to go to the physio. I've got an appointment with physio next Friday for my thumb. I've got trigger thumb, and I have been for the past 2 years, and I've been going to him for a cortisone injection to help release it, so it gives me 6 months of movement. This is a very painful condition. You wouldn't think that, you know, how painful it is, without having to, not being able to move your thumb and have pain underneath it, whatever you do. Like if you lift anything, you know, you grab something on with your thumb. So at the base of my thumb is very, very painful where the tendon is. So he said the last time that if it happens again, if I needed another injection, he would refer me to orthopaedics. So I might need an operation to release it, because it keeps on happening. You know, this will be my 4th injection over the past 2 years to help release it, and I get 6 months. out of an injection. So yeah, so none to confirm. So this is the way we'll need to go up the back, up here, sorry, and then right along, and then we'll come out where I told you we would do, or we will come out here and then carry on down here. So I haven't decided yet. It's probably easier coming up this way and doing this big hill and then going down. So we'll wait and see. That could be the end of the holidays. We're going to get, at the end of the holidays, when they all go back to school, this brand new super school in Tain, we're going to get a shower fitted for her, because she's quite hard to bathe, you know, coming in and out of the bath, and you know, having to, because she's unable to bathe herself properly, we're doing it for her, and it's quite hard going slouching over the bath trying to wash her, doing it properly. Or if we have a shower over the bath but I can't reach it to help shower her, so I need hubby to help me with that, and the place is soaking. So we're going to get a shower installed, like a disabled shower installed. So they're coming to do that at the end of April. So that'll be a week. They'll need to do that. It'll take a week to do, apparently. So I quite like my baths for my back, but it's just getting too much for bathing for her, you know, and hubby's taller than me, so he's having to slouch over even more to bath her if I'm not there, you know, so it is hard going. Oh, so it's sunny again. So I like the blue sky over there, and it's getting cloudy over this side. We're nearly at the end. Nearly there. So this is the back of the quarry. This is Pappenrow Quarry. So not long. So we get to the end of the road, and then we'll go down by the Ardross Road. There's another walk I'm planning to do, but I need to see the distance. It might not be as long, it might be as further than I'm doing here today. So I might need to do it in 2 parts, but we'll see. As if a bush is wet on fire. Don't know if that'll be for deliberate or just the wildfires, I don't know. Oh. So the views up there are stunning, you know. So hopefully we can get a better day. Oh, look at that cloud, look at that. Sun's behind the cloud, that's getting cold. Again. So there's a wee house coming up that I delivered papers to when I was a paper girl many moons ago, a lot of years ago, and I had the biggest round to do, and I was the only girl, and all the boys got wee short rounds, and I had the biggest round. And he wasn't, the guy who owned the paper shop then wasn't a very nice man, wasn't very nice, and yeah, so I remember coming up here. She was one of my customers up here to papers. I always remember that wee wooden house. I always got £5 from her at Christmas, so it was a nice treat. back then I used to go, I mean, I had my bike, so I was on my bike, and I went everywhere on my bike. You know, Dad was forever filling my tyres with air, because I left them in the sand, left the bike in the sand so the tyres got soft. But we always used to take our bikes out every day, and every night Dad would have to put them away, you know, because we had forgotten to put them away in the shed. It was, those were the days. Now my bike is buried in the shed, or full of stuff, which I was looking at. Looking at yesterday. And there was not yesterday, before yesterday, I think it was. I was gardening yesterday, the other day. I was taking it, well, she wasn't wanting to go anywhere, so I thought, oh, it's a beautiful day, I'm going to go out in the garden and do some weeding. And so I done that and opened the shed, and it was just stuff chucked in the shed. My bike was underneath it all, so I need to get my bike out and possibly take it to a guy in Allness that not renovates, but he fixes bikes and things. So I think it needs a good overhaul, I think, and I might sell it and get another one, get a new one, because we've often been to the Highland Disability Cycles in Calder with my girl, and she started going there with the school, and it's absolutely brilliant. They've got all types of cycles for all disabilities, you know, and they've got trikes, they've got quad bikes, the things, and I had to go on an electric bike. Oh man, I hate hills. I had to get off the bike to pull it up a hill, because of my asthma I couldn't really breathe to do hills. And there's a wee hill in the track, you know, it's a circular track, and there's a wee hill that goes up, and you don't really notice it's a hill until you get to the top, and you don't realise how difficult it is. So I had this electric bike, like a breeze, an absolute breeze going up that hill. You just let the electric kick in, you know, and oh man, it was brilliant. But you hear quite a lot of horror stories about these batteries going on fire, so I'm very reluctant to get one, but you know, because oh gosh, that wind is cold. I need to put on a, look at that, fast flowing, look how clear that water is. Lovely little stream and waterfall there. I think I might need to put my jacket on because it's getting cold, so I need to go into the side here to put my phone down to put my jacket back on. It is getting cold. I'll go up this wee bit. There's a wee gate bit here. So yeah, so I'm very reluctant to get one, just because I've heard a lot of stories. And same with the scooters. Scooters are lethal. You know, the speed they go at. I've been down this high street with kids, and there's maybe 2 or 3 on one scooter. Man, it's crazy. They're absolutely lethal. I wouldn't get a scooter. I was planning on getting a push one, just for the sake of it, just for, you know, but no. I've seen on the news, somewhere in England, somebody got knocked down by one of these scooters because they're just going far too fast. Right, I'm going to pause you for a minute, guys, so I can put my jacket back on. Oh god, that's better. There we go. The sun will come out now as soon as I put my jacket on. Sure as fate. Sure as fate. Oh. That's where we came. Oh, it looks nice up there. Look. The sun catching on that farm, non-nuclear farm. What else? Can't think of anything else to say, guys. Thank you to all who commented on my last video and liked it. Appreciate you. Some cases I can't reply to it. I don't know why. I'll need to have a look. Managed to reply to one comment, but I couldn't reply to the other one for some reason, so I don't know why, but thank you anyway for your comments. Nice to know that I'm reaching people. And I've said before that I don't do this for likes or views, or I'm not intending to make a living from Facebook, even though, oh gosh, what was that? Do you guys hear that? I think I heard that last time. Strange bird. And here's another car coming, like the clappers. Like the clappers. Down a country road. You can still see snow. See if I can zoom in for you guys. So you still see snow up there. Because that was covered on Easter Sunday. Absolutely covered. But it's starting to go now. That's our dross. Trying to get back to where it was. There we go. As I said before in my last video, I hate going underneath these pylons, these wires. I absolutely hate it. I heard that noise again. I think it's a strange bird. I've not heard before. Oh. I absolutely hate going underneath these things. There was one time like when we were up and stayed in the farm, there was a lightning strike, I think, or a bad storm, and one of these the wires, electric wires, came down. I remember it was sitting on our drive, and keep everyone away from it. because obviously it was still alive. And I think this is where my fear comes from. Gosh, imagine one of them coming down on you. And there was when I was in the academy, I think I just started the academy, there was a lorry driver, and he was putting up his trailer at the back of the trailer. They were quite low, I think the ones that were down there, down at Corrie. And he's put his trailer up to sort of drain all the water out of it or something. And the back of the trailer hit one of the wires, and unfortunately he got electrocuted. And I think my dad and one of the other workers were trying to save him. But unfortunately he died. So I remember that. Never forget that. That was a tragic day. And then that's when, you know, often you see in construction, if they're going underneath wires, you see the poles with flags on it. That's where that came from. That's, you know, the safety aspect came from. It was from that incident. So let everybody know that there is live wires above them. Not to have any trailers or like tall things go near it. So don't say so that never happens again. But right, so we're coming up to the end of this road. And this is where we came in last time. So that way goes to Ardross, this way goes to Alness. So this is a very, very fast road, very busy road, so we've got to be extra careful coming down here and keeping our ears open. Oh, and well, hold on, I'll stop here. So going up this way, and you're going up right round, and then you can come down the other side of the river and down onto the corkscrew. So I'm attempting to do that, or I'll go up to the top of the corkscrew and then come down this way. I don't know, I'll need to see what's the easiest way to do that, because I've wanted to do that for ages. And I'll probably need to wear a high vis vest thing on, because it is quite narrow. It's single track, and I think it's just like the road we've been on, but it's a much busier road, so we've got to be extra careful. But one of my friends took their dog up for a walk up there a few days ago, so I'm going to see where she went and how she found it before I attempt it. So yeah, again, I've been wanting to do that for ages, just for something different to take, you know, because I don't want to do the same walk all the time. Like, I want to do different walks for you if I can manage it. There's a golf course. I think the Traitors are going to be filming here up here shortly for their next season, I think, or maybe they've already started, but I don't think they have. But one of our charities who works out of the pen centre has had the trainers approaching them to see if they could use the pen centre, because obviously it's attached to it's got a story of Ardross Castle, but obviously she can't, because she works her charity out of it. There's another car coming up here quite fast. We'll soon be onto pavements, that's fine. I've got a feeling that dog park's away. I'll need to have a look. I could be wrong, but I'll need to have a look for it for you. Too late. Commercial. Alright, okay. Why is it too late? Oh, it's the whole area too late. Alright, okay. That's kind of weird. So is this out? This can't be the quarry, is it? No. I don't think it is the quarry. So I wonder who owns this land then, if it's for let. That's kind of weird. Why would it be for let? Anyway, so we're heading down towards Ormless now, and once we get to Cutler Road, I'll finish it for you. Oh. So thank you again. See, there's the sun out. Look, sun's out again. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Again, and it's been a lovely day. It's been nice walking, getting out to walk. So that's what, an hour and nearly 15 minutes, so that's a good going. That's the kind of walk I want to do, sort of like over an hour. So it didn't take long from bottom of Mossfield. Well, it's actually not Mossfield, it's the top of Old Millfield Road. And down to here, so that was quite good going. And I wouldn't say I'm a fast walker, but yeah. So I like that pace. Yeah. Wee runner, one of my friends. Whew. My feet will probably be sore now because I have plantar fasciitis, so I'll probably be sore tomorrow because I didn't put on my other trainers. I just put this one's on, so I'm going to get new trainers on Sunday. Hopefully so I can put my insoles in them. So I can't put my insoles in this ones or my other ones because they're too big. Make them too small, sorry. So take my insoles with me to make sure they fit. It's just my heel that gets sore. But I've got a roller, so which helps massage it. So I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I feel like I'm falling apart. Everything's just one thing after another, but I'm not as bad as other people. I'm not, you know, I don't do the woes me's. I just be like Mum and get on with it. That was a good thing about Mum. You know, nothing really got her down. Even through her cancer treatment, she never lost heart. She never lost, you know, momentum for moving. You know, yes, it was hard going, and some days, you know, she felt bad, worse than others. But she always kept going. She made sure she was got out for a walk and, you know, get out the house for a wee while to get some fresh air. And you know, and she was amazing. She was even through her chemo, you know, she was back at her bingo. She was doing her she was doing shopping. She was, yeah. Her strength and her determination was amazing, just astounding. You know, so if she can go through that, I can go through what I'm going through at the moment, which is not half as bad as what she went through and what other people go through. You know, I don't sit down and I'm not doing anything. You know, I'm trying to keep going. As much as I can. I don't sit about and sort of like dwell on it. That's one thing I got from Mum, was her determination and her aim to keep going. You know, life is hard, but if you have got the determination and, you know, not the faith, but the stamina to keep going, just to get out and about and just not let it wash over you, not let, you know, get hold of you, you know, because it doesn't do anything for you. You know, it's it'll make you worse if you dwell in it. You know, just keep going. Try and keep going as much as you can. Just keep going. Well, I walked past where I was going to finish the video. But we'll walk down here just now and we'll get you. So again, thank you for joining me. If you're new here, please subscribe, please like the video, comment on the video, please say hi wherever you're from, whatever. I appreciate every single one of you, you know that. I say it in every single video. I don't do this for the money, you know what I mean. I do this for showing the place off and doing crack and having a blather with us all. Even though sometimes there's a rant, but we all need to rant at some point. We need to get everything out of our heads, you know. It doesn't do anything any good for bottling it up. We need to talk. You know, so if you have something that's bothering you, you know what I mean, let's talk to somebody, just get out and talk, just, even if it's a friend, family, you know, a minister, a pastor, whatever, you know what I mean, or if you know of a, you know, even your doctor, you know, I know doctors are quite hard to find and their time is limited, but these days, but you never know who might help, you know, they might put you in the right direction who can help you, you know what I mean? You never know. So keep talking, everybody. Just keep talking about it. And everybody goes on about mental health issues and things, and you know, and a lot of people don't understand about mental health stuff, and unless you face it yourself. So, but But yeah. Oh, right. I'm going to go to this corner and finish it. Let's go up here. So this is Penn's Road. Right, let's go to this corner. Whew. Right, thank you guys for joining me again. Hopefully next time we'll do a different route, a different walk for you, different blethers. So yeah, look my fat face, God, look horrible. My chins. So yes, so thank you again guys, appreciate every single one of you. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta!